Number for them. Welcome everybody to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground, Corum. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. One of the tight ends motioning left. Second down run by Corum. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Back-to-back runs yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top with that 3-and-out.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Found his way through most of the kicking team. He picked up 25 on that return. And the Seahawks are set up well as they take over with some great field position. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
21.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Omaha, set. Great time.
Running with Walker again. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Omaha, set. Here we go, 11.
Third down, Jones to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go, get set.
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
21. Not.
Staying with Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, 11. Here's that.
This throw is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or 2 short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're going play action. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he'll get it up to the 44. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Throwing now off play action. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Neither side separating much so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. A give to Corum. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Working quickly here. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Looking for his wide receiver there. Now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
We send a man in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down around the 34. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Running the counter, Corum. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Ball at the 33 for first down. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Omaha! Sit high!
Running left, here's Walker. Along the sideline, past midfield. And he gets this down to the 38. It's a pickup of 26. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, or as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go, get set.
First down, and they go right back to him. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Walker running right. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense up to the line fast.
12.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks trying to make some noise before halftime. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Omaha, set.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Launches one deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. He'll look to throw. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the gun, a carry by Corum. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. The flag comes out. This is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Second and goal now, 5 yards more difficult following that penalty. They put a receiver in motion here left. On second and 9. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
21.
First down throw by Jones. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Slot man motioned over.
Set.
2nd and 10 now. Jones. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go. 11. Here we go. Get set. Twelve. Here's that.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And this is the first time he's been called on today. And the fair catch made here at the 15. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll only have time for one play before halftime. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Back to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Now here he goes. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. This is ahead for about 5. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Set. 12.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Omaha. 21. 11. Set.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43. That's good for 7 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here we go, get set. Here we go, 11. Great time.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Here we go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
11. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 11. Great time.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Omaha, set. High.
Walker on first down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, here we go, 2nd down.
12. Nut.
Metcalf's got it, complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, all set up now, 1st and 10.
Omaha, set.
A give up the gut to Walker. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Omaha, set. 21. Great time.
To the ground with Walker. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Here we go, get set.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
21. 12. Tonight.
It's Walker on the give. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Omaha, set. Here we go, 11.
They've got a man in motion. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's the Seahawks. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Omaha, set. Tonight.
Trying for it, it's Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks make it a 9-point advantage. after the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll get another chance now to knock the point after through. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 7 Tigers, 7 Tigers. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground, Corum. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Slot man in motion right. From the 42. Gets this one to Shaheed. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Back now, pressure on its way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18. Left wing 19.
Give to Corum from the gun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Here we go, set.
Here's a throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Omaha! Sit high! Well.
Handoff running left, Walker. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Here we go. 11.
So with the play clock ticking down to 4, officials signal for a timeout. Still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go, get set. 11. Great time.
It's caught Metcalf. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
11. Great time.
On 3rd and long, it's Jones. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And the Rams will take possession.
Ready up.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Let's go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Intended target there was David Njoku. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Go.
They'll try and throw it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Rams down by 10. The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, 3rd down.
Set. Back 6.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. First and 10, looking to throw. Trying to push it deep down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Now go with Walker on the counter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Omaha! Sit high!
Running with Walker again. Another big rip for him. Past the 20. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Walker hauls it in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Here we go, get set.
Running is Walker. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Omaha, set. Here we go, 11. 21.
Jones now to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Rams have their work cut out for them on this drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Hauled in left side. And he's tackled for no gain. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
First and 10 from the 41. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Man in motion here. Staying with Walker. Has a lane inside the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just do it. Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't, lil' bruh. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating, lil' daddy, LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the tell the road told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blink of my VIP. Snack of my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich tickets, check out.